It's Thursday morning, chest day. I don't know, some shit to say, but let me get set up, okay? Just walked into the gym, just threw this on. It's actually one of the first things that I did. All right, bang. Let's start. We're starting on the bench today. I've literally done absolutely nothing since I've been here. I just walked in the door though. Got a bench. A little bit more people here than normal. We got like probably seven people working out, which not bad at all. Yeah, I don't know, not too much to say. Let's get started, right? Ended the week. Ended the work week, I should say, which is really nice. Today's my first day off. Welcome to the 4-day split. So we're starting with chest. I don't really know if I'm going to do shoulders or triceps at the end of it. Maybe a little bit of both just to get like a pump in. But the main focus is just going to be breaking down the chest for today. Yeah, what else can I say? Not a whole lot. Slept in, got up at like 9:30, probably like 30 minutes ago, drank a pre-workout, came here. 5 grams of beta-alanine going through the system, a little bit of Breaking Benjamin, a little bit of 3-day grace on the way here. I kind of miss listening to music when I work out, but I also really don't mind live streaming because I listen to music all the fucking time, right? So I can take a little bit of break, but I do like some metal blasting in my ears when I'm hitting a heavy set, right? 10:07. Usually I'm warming up with bands or something, but today we're just going to warm up on the bench. We're going to get our back going. You know, if you guys have watched any of the live streams or any of my videos before, I like warming up my back before I press. Just because whenever you're lowering the weight, right? Like whenever you're lowering the weight, your stabilizing muscle group is your back. So we're going to get a good pump going before we end up going heavy. Boom. Favorite morning of the week so far, to be honest. You know, I think Thursdays are just going to be good days for me. You know, I don't have to go to work. I get to sleep in. I get to do whatever I want on the Wednesday night. So I'm trying to like lose a little bit of, not lose a little bit of weight, but like lose a little bit of fat. And I'm not too fat. I'm not like that dialed in with it. I'm not too concerned about it, but I would like to, obviously, you know, the goal is always to build muscle and lose fat, like for everybody, right? Ended up having 2 pieces of toast last night with peanut butter right before going to bed. That's my weakness, guys, is carbs before bed. But that just means like, you know, we're gonna have a full workout today, right? Just those 2 pieces of toast before bed, like I have a decent amount of carbs in my system still, or at least I like to think that. So halfway through the workout, we shouldn't be going flat. Should be getting should have a nice chest day today, you know. Thinking we'll probably go up to 315, maybe a little bit heavier. Last time we were working on the incline, went up to 275. I kind of want to try 315 on the incline. Maybe not today though. Morning, everybody. Trump 2024, let's fucking go. You know it. No, I'm actually voting for Kamala, guys. Something you don't know about me. I'm actually just going to vote for Joe Biden, the greatest American president to ever walk the planet, right? Legitimately, he's the best. You know what I think's super funny about that, just thinking about Biden being president, is that if you think about it, I don't think he could get virtually any other job in America Like, go apply to Starbucks or something. You think he's smart enough to take orders and make coffee? No. Could he work at McDonald's and produce some burgers? Maybe. Actually, no. If he had to take orders, I guarantee you he can't take orders. There's no way he could remember it or type it, you know, on the little touch pads that they have. So he couldn't work at McDonald's, couldn't work at Starbucks, but he can be the fucking president. Absolutely insane. But why would I talk trash on Joe Biden? He's the best president to ever be in America, right? All right, let's get it. Sarcasm, guys. If you couldn't tell. Ooh. 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 Probably gonna do one more. Probably gonna do one more with 135. Bring it up a little bit higher on the neck. So whenever I'm warming up and you're looking to get like a good stretch in the chest, something that I always do, turn it into like a guillotine press, meaning that your elbows are just a little bit wider and then you bring the bar like higher up on your neck. Good way to get a stretch, but like if you're going for power, right, you're pressing from down here. So a little different. A little stuffy this morning. Went into the steam room last night, steam room and sauna. This guys, I've been stuffy the past couple days. I don't know what it is. Just my sinuses. IDKYU badmouth Biden. I would never, dude. Dude, Biden literally might be the GOAT, the greatest president of all time. I don't even know how that's like debatable at this point. All right, let's get it. I can't talk about politics and work out. That was just fucking stupid of me to even say. All right, so this one we'll bring up a little bit higher. All right, let's go to 2 plates. 2 plates, keep warming up the back. What machines do we want to work with today? After this, I don't really know. Or if I want to be supersetting on the bench. I don't really know where the workout's going to take us. The idea before every workout, or the start of every workout, right, is just to break down the muscle that you're working. So actively make it weaker. Do that with strength work or working on my strength. That's why I usually start with a compound movement. And then once the strength is basically gone, or like mostly gone, that's when we'll start working on just pushing blood into the muscle. Kind of what we're doing right now for back, but that's just so we can press heavier. Ooh. 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 Ah. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. We're gonna do a little row. Quick row set, Diddy workout, WTH. Hi brother from India. My Indian brother, what's up, dude? I'm sorry about that. What? Let's get it. I didn't even realize. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I guess I just haven't been on this rowing machine. No really need to explain it. This one is just more like straight up. That one over there, you actually can like bend down. So a little bit of a different stretch on both these rowing machines, which I didn't know about, and I really like. Wow. All right, probably one more. So I like doing rows before I bench, because if you think about it, like where I'm finishing right here, right, that's where I want to be when I'm pressing. So I'm trying to like just stabilize myself with my back when I'm benching. That's why also like a lot of benchers, if you're going real heavy, they like fat pads. Fat pads, I'll show you guys. So like down here, obviously this part is fatter than up there. So if you're trying to put your shoulder blades on something that's like that thin in comparison to like right here, makes it harder. And it makes it easier to bench if you can put your entire back on the bench. All right, 2 plates. Definitely not gonna be going high with these. Really just gonna go for a few reps. Not trying to wear myself out, not trying to really break down the muscle yet, just getting warmed up. And we'll probably do, I don't know, 1 or 2 here. Ooh. 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 Hey. Ooh. 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 I really want to bring my bench from home. I really want to bring my bar from my house here. Just because these bars, if you guys can't tell, they're Olympic bars. So like they roll in your hands really easily. And since I use suicide grip, and I've always used suicide grip when I'm benching, just because it's easier on your wrist, right? And I don't really want to wear wrist wraps. I don't wear elbow sleeves, none of that. But with the Olympic bars, you know, they tend to roll because they're used to like cleans, right? Not fun. I'm really surprised they don't have like powerlifting bars here. The ones like where you lift the weight off and it's not going to move at all. Oh well, you know, just complaining at that point. All right, most of the stack. This will be the last warm-up set for the back. Let's get it. Has anybody ever taken Spark pre-workout in here? Our wrestling coach would always give it to us. I'm taking this pre-workout now, Jocko Willink's grape flavor, and it tastes like the exact same pre-workout that we used to get. Spark was the name of it, and it's nice. But the taste is just like, literally like the same. My brother was obsessed with it back when we were wrestling. He would literally take it before so many matches. A bunch of pre-workout. And then liquid chalk as well, you know? You get away with a little bit of liquid chalk before you go into a wrestling. I don't know, not like a tournament, just like a match. So when you go and then you grab the wrist, see you later.
Out of here.
You out of here?
I'll text you though.
Yeah, have a good one, bro. Feeney, getting it in. Good for him. He looks so much better. He used to be like a, I don't know, decently chunky guy. But now he's losing a little bit of weight, putting on some muscle. Looks good. Mason from the UK. What up, dog? What's up, bro? Welcome to Kansas, baby. Ah. Always got to let out a yell, you know? This one, like right here. You guys see that? Very easy to do that. So you got to be careful if you're using suicide grip. Just that it doesn't, you know, take a nosedive on your chest. Let's get it. Ah. Ah. All right, last warm up, 315. Here we come. What are we gonna try to get for 315? It depends. We'll do one feeler set. Try for at least 8, but if I could get, I don't know, maybe 10. We'll see how the feeler feels. Load it up. So I make pretty big jumps with the weights that I'm using, right? 135 to 225 to 315 and so on. I'm not often putting on 5s, not often putting on 10s, especially for the warm up. I think that's like a big mistake a lot of people make is when they're warming up on the bench or warming up for just a compound exercise. They take too long for the warm up sets to get all the way up to their working sets. And then I think a lot of people like, I don't know, pre-fatigue their muscles before getting to their top sets so they're not as strong. So when you're warming up, I don't know, get to your working sets without exhausting your muscles. Something I would say. And I think, I don't know, there's a lot of people that make that mistake. And you get a sweat going. Feel hot, right? Just no sweat yet. It's gonna be a grind. Feeling probably a little bit of triceps towards the end of this one. How long has this warm up been? So it's almost 20 minutes into the workout. Just got to my first working set. But I don't know, warmed up, right? Like my shoulders feel good. My back feels good. Definitely got some blood in the back. And now we got the boobs to work on, right? Let's get them. We're gonna have a nasty pump by the end of this, guys. Just wait on it. I love starting my day with a workout, to be honest. Out of water. But fuck it, you know? Do I have a shoulder day also, or just presses? I do, I don't know, it depends. Like when I'm doing chest, like my first day of the week today, it'll be chest and then maybe a little bit of shoulders or a little bit of triceps at the end, or maybe a little bit of both. And then I'll usually take a day off, as in, I don't know, tomorrow will be probably back and a little bit of biceps, the day after, shoulders and tris, and then probably legs Sunday. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Feeler set. Probably 2 pause, I would imagine. 2 pause, maybe 2 regular. We'll see how it feels. It's the whole point of a feeler set, right? You got to see how it feels. Oh. I really wish they had fat benches here though. Ah. Let the beta alanine hit the face. Let it hit the skull. Ah. Ooh. 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 All right. Definitely not the lightest feeler set I've ever done. Felt pretty heavy, unfortunately. The only mistake that I've made though this week in terms of like my nutrition is creatine. I haven't taken my creatine for the past 3 days. Every day of work, you know, just because I'm not really going to the, I guess I'm going to swim and sauna. I don't know. I don't really think about taking creatine unless I'm going to lift. So I need to make it a little bit more of my routine in the morning to take my creatine. That's the only reason I'd be a little bit weaker though. Like my nutrition's been on point. I've been eating pretty well. Been sleeping well. Slept great last night. Got a solid like 9 hours, which is amazing. Good work, bro. We're just getting started. You look like Casey Sander. Who's that? You know who I look like? I don't know. I've been told I look like a lot of people, to be honest. My nickname in college for like our football team, it was funny. I was always with DBs, and there was no, I don't know, obviously like a few white guys over in like the DB section, right? But everybody just called me Popeye. That was my name. I also got, who is it? I forget his name. Oh well, doesn't matter. All right, heaviest set of the day. Probably the hardest set of the day, I would imagine, top set. Yeah, I say that, but we'll probably end up doing a 3-2-1. And then second set, you know, when you take off a plate and you go to 225, that's usually the hardest for me, or just like most exhausting. And when you take the two plates off and you just go to 135, then you kind of just feel like a pussy. But you always end up dying for 135 too. So that's a beautiful part of the morning. Let's get it. 8. Let's go for 8. Maybe more, maybe less. We're gonna see what we can do though. All right. Took a long enough break. Let's get it. A little bit of chalk. I might superset. We'll talk about supersets after this. I got the barbell incline literally 2 feet away from this, so I think we might end up supersetting those two because I don't usually superset 2 compounds, you know. Let out the yell. Let's get it. 10 was not there. 8 was feeling good. 8 was hard. We're gonna do one more heavy set. Try to get to, so much blood rushes to my head. One more set, probably like 6 or 8 reps again, and then probably do a 3-2-1. Hopefully that'll break down the muscle, you know, cut the strength part of the workout, and then that's when we'll start getting a nasty pump going. And I don't know what I like better, training for strength at the beginning of my workouts or getting a pump. Both of them are fun. Get the back going a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking I'm gonna end up supersetting barbell bench with barbell incline is the idea. So if you guys look, all right, this is the bench right here, 2 feet away. We got the incline, nobody's on it. So I think I'm probably gonna end up doing both. Or that'll be like the first superset of the workout in terms of getting the pump and also breaking down the chest, you know. Go to failure every time I get a pump. I do go to failure quite a bit. Like there was no way I was getting a 9th rep right there, right? So that's how it was to failure. And these next, I don't know, these next couple sets are gonna be to failure. Don't go to failure every time, often though, right? I don't really believe too much in keeping reps in reserve, especially for your compounds, right? Like if I'm doing a top set, I wanna see what the top set is for the week. I don't wanna guesstimate how many more reps I could have done, right? Nobody gives a shit what you could have done. People give a shit what you can do, right? At least that's how I think about it. Nice day outside, which is amazing. I think it's gonna be our last hot day. It's been like 90s for the most part, and I think it's supposed to be rainy this upcoming week. A drop in the weather, which will be nice, but I think today's gonna be the last day of sun. Definitely gonna go to the pool after this, lay out for a little bit. Do you needles? Nope, never have. I'd be honest if I did. I've lifted for quite a long time. I'm not like that big. I'm like 186 pounds right now at 25 years old. So that's not that big. Not that heavy, I should say, right? I just really enjoy lifting. So that's kind of just what I show you guys. And I've just been doing it for a long time, you know? How you doing? Doing well. All right. How long's it been in between these 2 sets? Scared to death of needles? I'm not scared to death of needles. You must be just talking about steroids, right? I work with needles literally every single day. I work in an operating room, so I see needles 24/7 all day. I'm in Virginia, weather is hot. Never been to Virginia. Although I'm hoping to travel. I'll probably do travel nursing soon. My lease is up in like the first, I don't know, not the first of the year. I think it's like the first or like second week of the new year though. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to move in like the dead of winter, you know? But I could just move to somewhere hot, so I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. You know what I'm about to do though? Hit this fucking weight. It's the only thing I got on my mind. That's also another thing I like about lifting or exercising. You can't really go into an exercise without thinking about it. So it like brings you into the present moment, right? All right, let's get it. I don't know how many. Basically till my chest does stop. Let's go. All right. I would have gone for 7 and 8, to be honest. I wanted to. Really tempted to. I didn't want to keep the 2 reps in reserve. I didn't have a spot though, right? I didn't want to get stuck that early in the morning. That'll be one of the last heavy sets. Keep the back going though. So even if I do back tomorrow, like I know I'm doing like a decent amount of back for this workout, but none of it is strength based, right? Like when I'm doing these exercises, these aren't heavy. These are, I don't know, 2 things. I want to keep the heart rate up so I can get a better sweat going, and then obviously just getting blood in the back. I've also been doing pull-ups at my apartment Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but you know, not too many to the point where I'm dying. Although, so I'll explain to you guys my Tuesday workout. It was pretty good, honestly. Haven't done it before, so I got a pull-up bar in the apartment, and what I was doing is there's 3 different grips that you can have on it. You have an outside grip, a neutral grip, or you can do a chin up. So what we were doing is we would do 5 regular, we would do 10 push-ups, then we would do 5 neutral, 10 push-ups, 5 chin-ups, 10 push-ups. And we went until we got to 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups. And oh my God, I got a disgusting pump doing that. And I didn't understand it. Like, I got halfway through it and I was like, I have a bigger pump now than I usually do during a workout. All right. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1 right here. We're gonna do try for 4, 8, 12, and then please speak English. How about this English? Fucking blow me, huh? Pandy? What kind of name is that? Parkash Pandy. I'm kidding, that's mean. Shouldn't be mean early in the morning. I feel like, I don't know. If I'm gonna be a douche, you gotta be a douche later in the day. Bright early in the morning, can't be trashing on people. So, you know, my bad, Pandy. What kind of fucking name is Pandy? All right, 3, 2, 1 right here, and then we're gonna start the supersets. Superset wise, I don't really know yet. Maybe 225 on both. We do need to give ourselves a little bit of a break, because if I start right now, I'll be able to get 4 reps here for the 315, but then when I drop to 225, I won't be able to get 8, and I want to be able to get 8 today. So we'll give it a sec. Spaghetti. Some spaghetti sounds fire, low key. Oh God. Just bring his own fan into the gym. That's hilarious. I don't think he works here. A little weird. A little weird. All right. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. One of the hardest sets of the workout for me. It'll be worth it though, right? I like to say, I like to hope. Let out the yell. Let out the little yell. Let's get it. You guys notice my setup is literally always the same, basically every time. I always come in through the back of the bench. A lot of people think that's weird. I'll tell you why I do it though. It's how I set my feet, right? So when I sit down, I don't know. This is how I've always done it, okay? Got my feet right here. All I'm gonna do, plant them to where I think that I want them. And then now that I have my feet set, now I'm gonna set my back, and then we'll go from there. Back retracted, obviously scapula retracted, right? Let's get it. Give me a sec. I need to mentally prepare for this, okay? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like I definitely could have got 6 there. A little bit. Probably shouldn't have stopped at 4. It's okay though, right? It's not like I was about to hit a record of going for fucking 12 or something. Never tripping about it. All right, let's get it. Try for 8. Let's go. I can't tell you, I don't think I've hit a 3, 2, 1 properly the last like 3 weeks. When I say properly, like 4, 8, 12. Although maybe I should have done a little bit more of top sets. Okay, this one here, all we're gonna do, just like the warm-up sets we were doing, we're gonna bring it a little bit higher, a little bit closer to the neckline, just for a better stretch. Ooh, and pretty much a flat back too, not really an arch. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think I'm getting to 12, guys. Oh my God. All right, there's 8. Holy God. All right, we got to get to 12. I feel like each time I take a break though, I need to get 1 extra rep for taking the break. So we got 5 more, get to 13. You know, I feel like that's a pretty good rule, right? Let's get it. Oh my God. Yeah. Let the pump begin. Let it start. All right, next. I'm thinking we're gonna do some incline, right? I feel like you can never have enough upper chest, you know, and creating that shelf on the chest. I bench 110 kilos. That's good. Charlie gamer. I'm a gamer too. 110 kilos though. It's good. All right, let's get this set up. We're gonna start on the incline. I don't really know where the chest workout's gonna take me, to be honest. What we're focusing on now, so I like to think that the strength is pretty much shot, right? Not completely shot, like it got a little bit left in the tank, especially if I take a long break, but that's really not the purpose right now. The purpose is gonna be getting a nasty chest pump for the next, I don't know, probably 30 minutes. I can't believe it's 40 minutes into the workout. Doesn't feel like I've been here for that long. Always do a warm up here. What up from Brazil? Rodrigo, what up, dog? Hope you're having a good day, man. This, I don't know, I always think this is my favorite way to start a day. I get to wake up late, drink a pre-workout, and fucking crush a lift. Name a better way to start a day. All right, we're gonna move this a little bit down. I'm thinking probably 4 supersets. Two supersetting with the bench, and then probably 2 with some type of dumbbell work. But for now, you know, whenever you go from a bench to incline, I feel like I want to press straight up, and vice versa. If I start on the incline and I go to a bench, I feel like I want to press up. So warm up set, and we'll probably go to 225. That's what we'll do all our working sets from. Oh. Tuck the shoulders in a little better. Whoa. Whoa. Ah. Whoa. All right. I think that's what we got. I feel like this is a pretty steep, actually a pretty flat incline. I didn't mean to say steep. I wonder if you can raise it. That'd be a negative. That'd be a negative. So let me show you guys. I don't know, we'll probably end up doing a little bit of incline work. Smith machine incline, that is, towards the end of the workout. Just because, let me show you this incline real quick, right? Like that is not too much of an incline once you take into consideration, you know, retracting your scapula. And I know I could do a flat back and press. That makes it a little bit harder on the shoulders, front delts in particular. And I don't really want to put strain on my shoulders. All right, so we got 135 on both bars right now. Let's throw 225 on each. And we'll go from there, yeah. We're gonna be starting with the incline for all of these supersets. If you guys notice, like, I like using barbells, I like using dumbbells, I like using free weights, much more so than machines. I just feel like, I don't know, you can control where you want the weight to go a little bit easier rather than having a machine tell you where it thinks you need to squeeze or stretch, right? And then going and trying to set up each machine perfectly for your body. I like barbells and dumbbells. I also think barbells and dumbbells are better if you're trying to add strength, right? Much more inclined to use machines towards the end of my workout, right? It's pretty funny. So I was doing a case yesterday, just literally like, I don't know, 5 o'clock last night, pretty late into the day. And when you're in the operating room, people are always playing music. You listen to music when you're operating. And our surgeon was playing some 50 Cent. And it was pretty funny, like 20 seconds left in the song, he thought somebody in the room was gonna get offended by the song. So he gets literally like all the way through the song, there was like 20 seconds left, and he's like, all right, we should probably change it. And I was like, thought it was funny. All right, let's go. Incline, first superset that we got, 225 for incline, 225 on the bench. I'm hoping 6 here and probably 6 or 8 on the bench. I don't really know yet. We'll see how I feel. Let's get it. Maybe I just get 1, you know? Look at that camera work with my foot, baby. Let out the yell. Take a deep breath. Get the shoulders retracted, hands placed. And let's get it. Hey. 2 more. All right, so I could have kept the pace. At like the first 2-3 reps that I was doing there, but I wanted to go a little bit slower, so I slowed down. I could have gone fast. And probably could have got to 8 or 10 there. But if you notice, like halfway through the set, just go a little bit slower. Let's get it. Same thing here. Non-suicide grip feels so weird. All right, 6 was not in the books. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do one last superset here, since I got 5 right there. 5 right there from a power position too, right? So like I wasn't touching real high on my chest. I wasn't getting the best stretch. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna take it from 225 to 185. Go a little bit slower, try to get a better stretch on those. And then we'll hit it again, right? Back and forth. I wish they'd play some Metallica. Or some 3 Days Grace. Some Breaking Benjamin. Pretty lucky. I don't know. I was gonna say pretty lucky I don't have like a sports car or something, because when I'm coming here in the mornings, you know, pretty excited to lift. First lift of the week. One of my favorite things to do. And get a little bit of metal blasting in the car, give me a nice day, give me the ability to sleep in. So many positive notes in the morning, right? Love it. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Please upload a video again. Your favorite nightmare. You haven't been in any of the live streams. I've kind of just been on the live stream grind, to be honest. Although it's not really much of a grind, it's just another workout for me. But I like going to the gym and then not feeling like I have to go edit a video after the gym, right? So that's why I started the live streams, and I've been liking it. Also, another thing that I've been thinking about, so obviously I started making videos on YouTube, but for live streams, like, you can live stream across multiple different platforms at once, which is probably something I should be doing. I just really haven't done it yet. But I like that idea of being able to live stream across multiple platforms too. Trump 2024, let's go, baby. I was just talking about earlier at the beginning of this workout how Biden's probably the GOAT president, as in the greatest of all time. As if you don't know what GOAT means, let me just explain to you, okay? All right, let's get it. What do you say? What do you say? 6, at least 6, maybe 8. One more. All right, got to the point there where it was like my chest felt good, but I could tell my arms were about to die, which I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with that feeling. Let's get it. How many? Till I die, all right? That's the idea. We're gonna go a little bit wider with this one, a little bit wider, a little bit closer to the neck for the stretch. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. All right, guys. Chest is basically shot. Chest feels good. I'd say it's pretty sufficiently weak. I don't even know how many I got there. I think it was like 5. Now we're gonna work. We're really just gonna work on pushing blood into the muscle. That's gonna be the whole point of probably the next 10 to 20 minutes. I'd say this was most of the workout. I gotta put away the weights, right? You weak little puppy. I know, trust me, I feel it, dude. I feel it. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of going to the gym, right? Break down the muscle and get weaker. So yeah, you know, mostly through my workout, I should be pretty weak. Not a big deal. That's the whole point of coming here, right? Going to break down the muscle. You should always leave the gym weaker, which is kind of ironic because you go to the gym to get stronger, right? But in the short term, your muscles break down and then you're weak. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Got a pretty good sweat going. Feel nice. We're gonna do a little bit of, all right, I'll show you the next setup. This will be the last little thing for today. Probably end up hitting a little bit of shoulders or a little bit of triceps. Haven't really decided yet. But I've been doing Smith incline for the past couple of weeks. And let me tell you, it's been feeling great to me. So that's what we're back doing towards the end of this workout. Hi from Rome. That'd be cool to visit Rome, low key. What up though, dude? What's going on? What time is it in Rome right now? Huh? Bright and early here. Not too early, 10:30. Still, you know, still decently early. Got most of the day ahead of us. This is how we're gonna set up. I'm gonna go get some dumbbells here so we can do a little bit of dumbbell work. Dumbbell and Smith incline. And let me tell you, if you don't have a pump after doing this, there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with your body. Or you're just not going hard enough. That's another thing. It could easily be like your intensity in the gym, right? All right, dumbbells. I don't know what I want to work with yet. We'll find out. 40s maybe. I'll bring them back. You just let me know. All right. 60s, baby. That's what we're going with. Although I got to make sure that I can't drop these dumbbells, and I gotta remember that. Steel dumbbells on a, what kind of floor is this? I'm not smart enough for that, okay. But I don't know if you guys see, like, stone, I would imagine. I would end up just fucking cracking the fuck out of those if I tossed it at the ground. I want to do, I'd either crack the floor or I'd crack the dumbbells. Can't do either. So, no tossing the dumbbells is what I'm getting at. And I say that just to remind myself, to be honest, because I'm used to it, right? You get done with the dumbbell set and you just toss them at the ground. Unless you're in Planet Fitness, I don't know. I worked out at Planet Fitness for a long time. First like 5 years that I was lifting, something like that. And then I finally, I was working out at Lifetime Fitness for a very long time, to be honest, like years. Probably the past 7 years, something like that, I've been lifting at Lifetime. And the only way that I convinced my dad to buy me a Lifetime membership when I was back in high school, I shoulder pressed, I think it was the heaviest that they had at Planet Fitness was 80s. And I think I got 80s by 15. And I was like, Dad, if I can shoulder press 80s for 15, you gotta let me go to a bigger gym. And that's how I convinced him. All right, let's get it. For this, really focusing on the stretch for the most part. We're gonna go a little bit wider. And then if you ever want like a bigger stretch, right? Just bring the bar a little bit closer to your neck and then bring your elbows out a little bit wider. That's what we're going for here. A plate and a quarter on each side. Is it 185 considering that it's on a Smith? No. Okay, that's really high, right? Like that's going to my mouth. Sounds gay. We'll move back here in a second though. Two more. Ooh. I'm gonna hit the camera. I'm gonna end up fucking this, guys. I just tilted my phone over. Welcome to a little side angle, okay? I just don't really want to get up. A little lazy for that right now. All right, let's get it. I don't know if I want to do flies with this. I don't know if I want to do flies or if I want to do pressing. Boom. There we go. We'll see, maybe a little bit of both. My shoulder's weak. My left shoulder in particular. I've talked about it before. I feel like towards the end of my workouts, right, my left shoulder almost always inevitably ends up hurting me. Not hurting, but like doesn't feel quite right. All from football. And I'll show you, once we do a little posing at the end of this, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh. All right. Go from 185 to, we're just gonna go to a plate, okay? We're gonna go to a plate, get a nice stretch out of it. One more set with the 60s probably. And then I'm thinking probably the tricep press with the back rest. I didn't have that at Lifetime, and I really like it. Feels really good. And also, come on, bro. That's so dumb. You can't put plates back on the furthest thing closest to the wall. Not enough room for it, which seems quite dumb, but I do get it at the same time. All right, let's get it. So if you guys have noticed, like towards the back half of the workout, haven't really been taking too much time in between my sets. You know, many reasons for it. One, keeping the sweat going, heart rate up. Other, for the pump. All right, let's get it. We're gonna go probably our widest grip right here. That's what she said. You know how many "that's what she said" jokes are made in the operating room? So many. All right, let's get it. Oh, fuck. All right. I'm not sure how many we're going to be able to get with the 60 dumbbells, but you know, whenever I think about wanting to increase the reps of the weight that I'm getting, obviously if you're not working for a top set, you should be doing it every time. As in just like taking enough time in between your sets, and then the pace of the reps need to be, I don't know, not out of control, but if you're going for a top set, you don't want to be trying to go like real extra slow, focusing on the stretch and the contraction as much. You want to be, I don't know how to put it. It should be not like a mind-muscle connection, but like muscle memory of how you should be doing the reps. All right. Last one right here. And I'm thinking probably one or two more exercises to finish. Tricep press downs, push downs, and then probably like a little bit of dips. I wish I could just fucking hold that there. Oh my god. That's what we're gonna do. Camera work. If you guys noticed there, like the first couple reps, the weight felt fine. And I was going a little bit faster than I probably should have been. That's kind of why I just stopped for stretch. Like I probably could have got 10 to 12 there going fast, but like when I was doing that, my chest felt flat. I wasn't really feeling the stretch or the contraction all that much. So we're gonna call that, right? And then we're gonna go straight back to this, which is a little bit lighter, and I was already getting a great pump out of it. Need to bring the bench a little closer. Let me just hump the ground real quick. We're back at it. Ah. Boom. 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 Ha. All right. Chest is shot. Put this stuff back. And why am I playing the fucking Matrix right there with that? You see me ducking and diving. Playing a little dodgeball this morning with the barbells. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Hilarious. All right, let's get it. Put away this stuff real quick. Put away this stuff, a little bit of tricep press. So I like doing a little bit of triceps and a little bit of shoulders towards the end of my chest workouts. So when you think about hitting chest, first thing that I think about, right? Obviously warming up the back. I talked about that enough towards the beginning of this video. But other than that, your secondary muscle group that you're gonna be using is gonna be your triceps and your front delts. I'm not really sure how much side delts. Side delts are probably more of like a stabilizing muscle group for it. But that's kind of why I like throwing a little bit of triceps and a little bit of shoulders in towards the end of the workout, at the end of the chest day, just because you already worked your shoulders, you already worked your triceps via the chest. So it's usually like either one compound movement or just like a few movements for the pump, just depending on what I want to do, just for the fun of it. And that's what we got. That's what we got right now. I'm thinking more, I don't know, we'll see. Let me put these dumbbells away and I'll bring you guys to our next exercise. Dude's jacked. All right, let me throw these.
We were waiting just in time. I'm going from 15 up to 60.
There we go. I love it. Classic. From 15s to 60s. I doubt it. All right. What do you guys say? What do you say? Finish the workout. One thing that I really like doing, like if I was to do chest and triceps, which I haven't really been doing as of recently, but one of my favorite things to do in between the two muscle groups is dips. We're gonna do those here in a little bit, but for now, this is what we got. And a different tricep, I don't know, different than the normal cables that I'm used to using, right? So I'd say the normal ones, you know, just look like that. You usually set it up here and you got the tricep press. For this though, you have the backrest and then you have the cable right above you. So it makes for a different squeeze, makes for a different stretch. And I like it quite a bit, maybe just because I haven't really done it all that much. But that's what we got, okay? Barbell wise.
Are you live over there?
I am.
Do you get questions when you go?
Yeah.
People like get in on you?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a channel?
Yeah, just my name on YouTube. Started making YouTube videos probably like 7 months ago, something like that.
What's your name?
Garrett.
Garrett. What's
Yeah.
under Garrett what?
Yeah, just Garrett Tierney. Just my name.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Look for it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You're Lindsay?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, started up. How many sets? Have not decided. We're really just going for a tricep pump. I don't know. I feel like I talk about this every time that I hit triceps, but it's like, I don't know, something that I really think about whenever I'm doing this is finishing. So when I'm going for the stretch on the triceps, I always make sure that like right here, I'm almost flexing my biceps so my arms are completely pumped up. And that's where I'll start the press from, right? Because your triceps or your arms theoretically should be the biggest when they're in a stretched tricep position. Maybe not stretched, maybe it would be flexed. Too much science though. I need to go a little bit lighter. Too much science, not enough talking, not enough lifting. Let me shut my fucking trap hole and get to working out, okay? Ooh. 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 Mm. Ooh. 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 All right. Looking big, King. CCP, brother. Appreciate it, dog. Thank you. We're getting there, right? We're trying to get bigger. Trying to get bigger and leaner. That's always the goal. Lose a little bit of fat, gain a little bit of muscle. Hard to do, right? Not saying it's not doable, but hard to do. Also, another thing that I think about, so I wrestled for all of high school, and when I was like seriously cutting weight for wrestling, I don't know, a few things I could say about it, but I just remember like in particular, I remember there was this one practice. I had a heavyweight. There was a heavyweight on my team. His name was X, or Xavier. And I'd be wrestling in a sweatshirt, sweatpants, going fucking hard, right? And I would lose maybe like 3 pounds by the end of practice. And obviously most of that's gonna be water weight. But then you look over at the heavyweights who aren't doing jack shit during fucking practice. They're just literally like fucking just standing around, you know? They're not taking shots, they're not doing too much. I take that back, you know, there's a lot of fucking great heavyweight wrestlers, that's not what I'm saying. But he wouldn't be going too hard during practice, and he would lose like fucking 8 to 12 pounds of practice. And I was just like, fuck you, dude. So, I don't know, you're gonna lose weight a lot easier if you have weight to lose. If you have weight to hold on to, or you're just don't have too much fat, it's obviously going to be harder because your body wants to hold on to the fat. Enough talking. Let's get it. Ooh. Come on. All right, probably shouldn't bring my elbows that high for that. It's okay though. I want to do a little bit of side delts. We'll come back and finish this in just 1 second. I just want to do a little bit of a superset for the shoulders. So we already worked the front delts with our presses, right? I want to do a little bit of side delts. And oddly enough, I'm going to neglect, actually not oddly, I'll tell you why I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do any rear delts just because we have back tomorrow. And whenever you're pulling, you're partly pulling with your rear delts. And I consider rear delts part of the back. So That's the reason for not doing them. All right, so there's a lot of different ways that I do these. I'd say the most important thing when I'm hitting side delts is making sure that I'm finishing with my chest up. I don't want to be slouched over ever. Unless you have like a place that you can rest your chest on, then you can be slouched over. But if you're standing up or you're just sitting on a bench and you don't have a back support or a chest support, I think you should probably finish with your chest up. And also you can bring your dumbbells in front of you right here. Just make sure you don't clip anything, or straight out to your sides, half reps. So many different ways that you can do these. Just figure out which feels best to you, and then go hard. That's the only caveat. You can do an entire workout and just not go hard, see no results. Don't push yourself, right? Gotta be pushing yourself. All right, that's the one little superset. Back to triceps, and then probably a little bit of dips, and then we'll call it. That's what I'm feeling. What is he doing? R. What a name. How do you get that on YouTube? How's your name just R? I'll tell you what I'm doing. We finished chest. Now we're doing a little bit of triceps and a little bit of shoulders to finish the workout. Probably the last set here. Arms are feeling good, shoulders, chest. Good way to start the day. Best way to start the day. Ooh. Ooh. All right, boys. Love from India. Let's go, dude. You know what's great about India? I don't know. I don't really know anything great about India, to be honest. I just play with them in FIFA every once in a while. Because India's, I think they are literally the worst team in FIFA every single year, or one of them, right? Not always the worst, I shouldn't say that. But, you know, never great, right? And it's always fun beating somebody with India, especially if they're like Argentina or something like that. All right. How much you bench, bro? The most I ever hit was 405. Probably couldn't get that right now. I'd go to say I definitely can't get that right now, but I could probably get 385 on a good day. This is what we're gonna finish with. I feel like you can make this, I don't know, it's gonna be chest and triceps regardless of how you do it. But if you bring your feet back a little bit, it'll be a little bit more of a stretch on the chest, and if you keep your body straight up and down, it'll be more triceps. My triceps and chest are pretty pumped though. I'm thinking just probably one set here, to be honest. Let's get it. Whoa. Boom. Bang. There's the workout. Should be should have been drinking a little bit more water for the pump. Do a little bit of posing. We'll get out of here. See how we're looking. By the way, fully jacked. Damn, you max. My max is 245. Dude, 245 is good. Like, I don't know. Like, the far majority of people that have ever walked the planet haven't been able to do 225. So if you're doing 245, like, that's good. I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you feel like everybody works out because you see people on the internet working out all the time. It's not common for people to take working out seriously or go to the gym 4 days a week. And I think a lot of people think that it is, and it's really not. Hey, are you natural? Yes, I'm natural. I'm like 186 pounds right now. Do a little bit of flexing. We'll get out of here. Let's hit it. Show you the chest, how the chest is looking. Hopefully it's looking decent. Chest doesn't look bad. Probably should have done a little bit more fly work, so I could have worked on my on the inside of my chest, because that's where I have my striations, right? I guess that's where everybody probably has their striations. But I didn't do, so like in this workout today, I didn't do anything that was like squeezing right there all that much. And I should have been, just because that's a great squeeze for me. Not bad. Show the back. Dude, I hate this zit on my back. It's been pissing me the fuck off. Like, it's like it needs to pop, but I can't pop it. A bunch of bullshit, okay? All right, not bad. I think that's going to be most of it. Let me flip the camera around so I can actually see the camera hitting the flex. All right, chest isn't looking bad. I don't know. Say not looking bad. Always, I have the same goal basically every day that I come into the gym. Or just let's say on a weekly basis, is losing fat and building muscle, right? Same as like 90% of the people out there. Most people aren't going on a cut. Most people aren't heavy bulking. And if you're going to the gym and you're lifting 3, 4, 5 times a week, you got to understand, like, that's not common for most people to do. Like, yeah, I don't know. I want to try to encourage people to get into the gym. That's kind of one of the reasons that I started live streaming. And a lot of people have always asked me what I do for my routines. So I figured I would just start showing everybody what I do. And when I tell people, like, it's about consistency, I think that's the most important thing, is consistency when it comes to your workouts. It's kind of the reason I don't like New Year's resolutioners. They come into the gym for 2 months, they might go real hard, and then they're done for like 10 months, right? Like, nobody gives a shit if you can work out hard for 2 months, for 2 weeks. It's about getting into the gym day in and day out and actually staying on top of your health, not just going on some health kick and thinking that you're healthy for a couple months. It's about, I don't know, actually taking care of your body. And I see tons of people, I was always pretty health conscious growing up, but then like going into
nursing and seeing the way some people treat their bodies, it's just like so fucking eye-opening how bad some people treat their bodies. That's just not what you want to see, right? You want to see people be healthy. Like I see people that are 30 or 40 years old that literally look like they're 80 or 90 and like have a horrible fucking life, to be completely honest. And then on the flip side, you see like 80 or 90-year-olds that have great health, which is like amazing to see. So I don't know. That's kind of it. That's kind of all that's going on in my head right now. Does anybody have any questions about like the workout that I did today? Splits. There's a lady on here, the other live stream, that was talking about having a prosthetic leg and like being scared of going into the gym. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have my mindset that are in the gym. It's like you're not going to see somebody with a prosthetic leg and be like, get out of the gym or start hating on them. It's just like that's a hurdle that they have to like get over and overcome, right? And I think the gym environment is much more supportive than a lot of people might think it is. You hit legs. Yeah, I don't go too hard on legs though. No like any compound movements because I have a partially torn labrum in my hip. So my leg workouts aren't really too intense. Used to just be like, when I was training for strength and I was playing sports, it was just like a lot of squatting, a lot of back squat, a lot of front squat. And then obviously you have the regular extensions and hamstring curls. But ever since I tore my labrum on my hip, obviously I can't do any like heavy movements. So I don't know, legs for me are like a little bit iffy. Maybe when I do stem cell therapy or something like that, I'll get back into heavy squatting. But like if I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a power lifter. So I don't really feel the need to be going all out for just my legs, especially if I have a hurt hip. Because if I go hard on legs, and I'm always tempted to, like every time I'm hitting legs, like I want to go heavy just because I enjoy going to heavy when I'm working out. But yeah, it's not worth it. If I go heavy on legs, then I just end up like hurting for like the next couple days with my hip. So like a give and take there, right? Okay, Amar, high five. All right, guys. My left pec hurts when I lift. How long do you think it's going to take for it to completely heal? I don't know. Not enough information to actually be able to tell you how long it's going to take to heal. I can tell you that you probably shouldn't be pushing it. Let it heal, and then let it get a little bit better, and then just start going light. And then once going light feels okay, then just progressively get heavier. But if it's hurting, like if it feels good during your workout and then it's hurting after, you need to give it some time before you end up going heavy. Can you bench? Yeah, I can bench actually 200 kilograms, not just 100. Bench is probably one of my best lifts. Like I benched 405 when I was 195 pounds. And I'll probably get back there. I would imagine like once it starts getting cold or something like that, I might go on like a little bit of a bulk, get up to 200 pounds and start pressing. Maybe start working with 405 again if I can. But I don't know. Like I hit that once and I don't really have like a giant urge to go hit it again, right? Like it's cool hitting it the first time, but the second time it's just like, okay, well I already hit that, right? The only other... I have one goal in mind for bench, and it's mainly just because I want to beat my dad. My dad used to be a bodybuilder, and his heaviest bench was 420 pounds. So, I don't know. I definitely have some years. Like, I'm 25 years old right now. So, I have another, like, at least 5 years of solid lifting. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll get 425 eventually, right? I'm not just going to let my dad have the family record. Fuck that. Just not going to happen. So I don't know how heavy I'm going to end up getting, but I'm definitely going to hit it because I don't think neither of my brothers are going to be able to get to. Max might be able to, actually. I take that back. Yeah, I don't know. I just gotta have a family record in something, right? Like my brother has a squat, my other brother has deadlift, and I can't really do either of those anymore because of my hip. So I got bench, and like naturally I've been a better bencher than both of them. So yeah, not too concerned about it. And I definitely have some time to beat my dad for the 420 to get to 425. My bench is 60 kilograms. I mean, I don't know how old you are. I don't know what you weigh. I don't know if you're a girl or a boy. Like 60 kilograms could be good. Could also be fucking horrible. So I don't know. You put a little frowny face at the end of that. I don't know. Don't get discouraged just because you can't lift a ton of weight. Like, you get stronger as you continually go to the gym. So whatever you're at right now, you don't have to feel bad about where you're at because it's the goal in mind that you have. That's basically it. That's the way I feel every time that I fail a lift that I'm wanting to hit. I never really get too down on myself. Like maybe for a second when I get up, just because that immediate failure kind of hurts. But then my mind literally always goes to, okay, well, I got next week, I got the week after that, I have the week after that, because I never really plan on stopping lifting. So I don't know, if you fail something, don't be like discouraged from doing it again, because you always have the following week to get it. And that's literally always the mindset. 140 pounds, 8 months of lifting. Is 245 good for me? Dude, 8 months of lifting, 15 years old, and you're benching 245. That's insane. As in, like, insanely good. 15 years old at 140 pounds, benching 245. That is, I mean, I'm sure you probably know. You're probably stronger on the bench than everybody at your school, I would imagine, unless you have somebody that's like 280 pounds, right? Like, if you have somebody that's absolutely massive that can bench their body weight, that's like 315 or something like that at 15 years old, dude, that's a great bench. Like, keep it up. You know, there's not a lot of people that can do that, and I'm sure you probably know that. Ran a half marathon. Recently obsessed with bench press. I'm a man almost 30 years old. So you're into running and you benched, what did you say earlier? 60 kilograms, 120 pounds at 30 years old. Yeah, I mean, there's not a good way to put it. I don't want to say it, just because I don't like being negative this early in the morning. But if you're 30 years old and you're benching 130 pounds, keep lifting is what I'll say. That's probably the nicest way I can put it. How many girlfriends do you have, man? 0. Whole lot of zilch. Go on IG. See people clap it on incline. What's up, white boy? What's up, black boy? I'm sure you're black just because you said white. I go on IG and see people clap it on incline. Dude, not at 15 years old though. Like, 15 years old benching 245. That's pretty fucking good. And don't let somebody say that it's not, because most people my age, I'm 25, I'm 10 years older than you. Most people my age can't bench 225. So don't ever feel bad about 245. Like, that's crazy. I am 3,000 found. I don't even know what that means. 25. Yeah, keep working at it, bro. I'm sure you're going to end up getting there eventually. All right, guys, it is almost 12 o'clock. This was my longest, not my longest live stream, but pretty up there. Today was a pretty good workout. I'm going to go, I don't know, I got some shit to do today. I need to go to Sam's, get some more steaks. Probably go lay out by the pool for a little bit, hang out. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow morning around the same time, 10 o'clock, and I'll see you then. Peace. Hope everybody's doing well. All right.